Well, my name is Agustin Silva, and today we're going to learn how to make trigonometric functions. And well, the first thing we need to do is that we need to denominate everything of these ones like a letter. I mean, like this has to be A, this one B, this one C, and this one D. So once we have the letters, the thing that we need to do is that every point of these ones has a formula. So for example, the amplitude, that it's A, well, it equals A, so it is 3, so that's why it's here, in here 3. Then we have the period, that its formula has 2p in B, so we follow these steps, that 2p, and this one is 2, so B is 2, and it gives us as a result of P. Then we have the quadrant period, that the quadrant that equals period in 4, that this means that it has 11 in 3, that this one is 4 because the formula says that, so we have as a result P between 4. Then to obtain the beginning, we have this formula that is bx plus c equals 0. So in this case we have b, that is 2, and c, that is 11 thirds, and these things that we need to do is substitute. We'll pass the 11 from here to here, so we can substitute from y, and we pass these two through here, and the x disappears because it's now y. And when we have all of this operation gives us p in 6, or p is sixth. So then for the ending, the thing that we need to do is also follow the same formula as in here, but this time it equals to 2p instead of 0. So we have 2, that is b, and the same 11 thirds equals 2p. So when we have all of these, the thing that we need to do is that we have like an imaginary one in here that makes a 2p whole, and this makes that this 11 passes through here, and this gives us 6 minus 1. And why 6 minus 1? Because for it we need to solve this equation, so that gives us size 6 minus 1 thirds, and that gives us as a final result, well, also the result of 5 thirds p. And then we need to have like all these pass through here, and the 2x equal to 5p thirds between 2, and that gives us a total result of minus 5p sixths, and it doesn't look very well because I had a mistake, so it is a minus. And well, the next thing that we need to do is that we have all these points that we need to get for the graph, and well, we have to make the subtractions of fractions, and the first thing that we need to do is, well, 10 minus 3 between 12, it gives us 7 twelfths, and then we have to substitute this minus b4, that is the one that we need to follow. So we have 7 twelfths minus p fourth, and then we made the subtraction, 7 minus 3 between 12, and it gives us 4 12ths equals 1/3. That this is like simplifying. And why didn't we, well, we don't put this one, well, we don't pass 1/3 in here because this needs to be in 12ths, so we pass 4 12ths in here. And then the 1/4, well, we need, well, the p fourths substitutes like in 1/4, and then we need to do the subtraction for -3 between 12, and that gives us 1 between 2. That is like mid, well, and then we have this all, well, these are all our points. So then we have our graph, and well, this is an important thing to take in account, that the d, that it's that's the one that we have in here, this one. It's important for our graph because it's the point that we will use as an x-axis, so it's the one that defines it will be 1 or not. So in this case there's 1 and it's -1, so we change to this thing, and we have here our d like in -1, and all of this is our 0, and this is -1. So then we are going to start to plot the graph, and well, our beginning point is P6, and well, it's in here, so but we need to start counting until 3 from our virtual x-axis that is in here. So we count 1, 2, and 3, and it's in here. So there we have our first point, that is the beginning point. Then we have our first point, that are points that we made before. We need to put them in order from the biggest one, from the, well, to the littlest one, well, to the most little. So from that we have this number that is our third point, that is P11th, 12th, sorry. And well, how we know that it's going to grow like this? Because the cosine positive graph, it's the one that defines that it will be this form that it would take. So then we have to go down another 3 levels, well, 3 points, because then we have our point number 2, that is p-thirds, and it's the same, well, in 12ths it's the same as 4 p-12ths, so we convert it and we put them in, well, it was supposed to go in here, but we go down 3 levels, so it's in here now. Then we have our third point, that is 7p11th, that it's originally like that because it's 7/12, so we leave it like that. And to end, well, to conclude this, we have our ending point, which is as a result 5p6, that it needs to be converted into 10/12, because it needs to be in 12s. So we put it like this, and this goes up now, and this is how we plot our graph, and the final results that we have from everything is in here. So thank you for your attention, and I hope you have enjoyed this little class of plotting our trigonometric functions